You know, Caitlin Clark doing stuff that just no player has ever done before.
I think she's amazing. I watched every time I possibly could. In our league.
You've reached a whole new level when some of the greatest basketball minds in the world start paying attention. And that's exactly what's happening with Caitlin Clark. After a historic rookie season where she shattered records and exceeded even the boldest expectations, WNBA coaches have lined up to give her the recognition she deserves. It's rare for a first-year player to redefine an entire league, but Clark has done just that. Those who truly understand the game can't help but admire her impact. At just 22 years old, she's already making history. Youngest player to score 25 points in a playoff game? Check. The only player in WNBA history to lead the league in both assists and three-pointers in the same season? Done. 62 records broken in a single year? Just another day at the office for this rising superstar. She's not just setting rookie or team records. She's carving her name into the league's history books in a way that few ever have.
I feel like I'm just scratching the surface. I feel like there's just so many areas that I want to improve in and to continue to get in the gym and work on that every single day.
What is it about Caitlin Clark that has WNBA coaches calling her a once-in-a-generation talent? What exactly does she do on the court that has veteran strategists labeling her the future of women's basketball? We're about to break down the glowing praise from 10 of the league's top coaches, who explain why Clark is playing at a level few have ever reached. And if you stick around until the end, you might just hear from some unexpected coaching legends who have something to say about her as well. At the beginning of this video, you heard from Las Vegas Aces head coach Becky Hammon. Before stepping into coaching, Hammon was a 6-time WNBA All-Star and one of the league's all-time greats. Now, as the mastermind behind the back-to-back champion Aces and the 2022 WNBA Coach of the Year, she knows a thing or two about building elite teams. Even before Caitlin Clark played her first professional game, Hammon recognized the rare talent she was bringing to the league.
Give her her flowers. She's done stuff that no man or woman, black or white, has ever done in college basketball. Give that woman her flowers.
Fast forward to later in the season, and Hammon's praise for Clark only grew stronger after witnessing firsthand what the young star was accomplishing on the court, especially alongside fellow Indiana Fever cornerstone Aaliyah Boston. Hammon made it clear that the Fever were building something special.
I think there's probably an understanding between Aaliyah and Caitlin, too, that they need each other. You know, you both will be better when the other one is better. And, you know, you become a legit two-headed monster with those two.
But Hammon wasn't the only one giving Clark her flowers. Remember when Minnesota Lynx and Team USA head coach Cheryl Reeve said she didn't care one bit about Caitlin Clark's impact?
Coach of the home team, there's going to be a lot of people cheering for that other side. I mean, I'll get how about one? Not even one.
Well, that statement aged about as well as a carton of milk left out in the sun. Fast forward a season, and Reeve is singing a completely different tune. Now, she's calling Clark a future Hall of Famer and acknowledging her undeniable influence on the WNBA.
What are some things that you're seeing from Caitlin Clark that stands out to you?
What I think makes her special, I know everyone will talk about the logo threes, and, Steph Curry did that for the NBA, right? Think about his popularity because his ability, this little guy, slight of build, running around splashing threes everywhere, right? It's exciting. So, obviously, future Hall of Famer, and, has had a great impact on the...
So what changed? Maybe it was watching Clark shatter record after record, or maybe it was witnessing firsthand the impact she's had on the league's growth. Either way, the shift in attitude is impossible to ignore. Funny how reality forces people to adjust their opinions, isn't it? What do you think was the real turning point for Reeve? Let us know in the comments. Former Connecticut Sun head coach, and now current Indiana Fever head coach, Stephanie White also had high praise for Clark at the start of the season. She didn't just highlight Clark's incredible skills, but also her role in growing the game. Having played her college ball at Purdue, leading them to a national championship in 1999, and later both playing for and coaching the Indiana Fever, White understands Indiana basketball like few others. That makes her words all the more meaningful.
Caitlin Clark and the many athletes that are coming into the WNBA are showing that these endorsement deals will follow great players and great ambassadors.
Remember when Coach Steph was defending Clark at the start of the season? It seems like this partnership was really meant to be.
When I'm, looking at all these things that people are talking about with Caitlin Clark, it's like, guys, chill out. Like, she's going to be fine. Like, it's 2 games in. Are you kidding me? She's a student of the game. She got better every year. You're not going to just absorb all of the new information that's coming at you in 2 games, in 2 weeks. It takes time. And she will. I have no doubt about it. She's a student of the game. She continues to get better. And these are also points that coaches then address. Hey, let's continue to work on that.
Remember when Coach Steph was defending Clark at the start of the season? It seems like this partnership was truly meant to be.
The thing that's made this Indiana team, I think fun to watch for everybody is just that they play with so much joy, right? Like they're young, they enjoy the game, they have fun together, and they don't take things too seriously. So there's some good things in that too.
Even after her Connecticut Sun eliminated the Fever in the first round of the playoffs, White didn't hold back in showing admiration for Clark. She made it clear that Indiana, led by its young core, is on the verge of becoming a powerhouse for years to come. Then there's Sandy Brondello, the 2014 WNBA Coach of the Year, and the current head coach of the reigning champion New York Liberty. Having competed at the highest level as both a player and a coach, she understands the game inside and out. And when she speaks about the impact of what she calls the Caitlin Clark effect, a movement unlike anything the league has seen since its inception, you know it's something special.
Look, I think it's just the whole momentum, the movement that we have at the moment. It's very exciting. And, Caitlin, just the impact that she's had on this city and this franchise, but also on the WNBA.
Brondello summed up Clark's game and presence in one word. Asterisk, asterisk, fabulous, asterisk, asterisk. But it wasn't just her skills that stood out. It was her poise, maturity, and ability to carry herself like a seasoned pro. When someone with Brondello's resume described a rookie as that polished, you know she's witnessing something truly special.
Caitlin's, she's a fabulous player, so she's going to get a lot of attention naturally. And I think she's handled herself brilliantly, to be quite honest. It's tough for a young kid, but she's got the skills and she's going to be an amazing pro player.
Next up, we have former Dallas Wings head coach Latricia Trammell, one of the most respected leaders in the WNBA.
I think all the players are excited about what she has brought to women's basketball. I mean, you got to give the young lady credit because she is a incredible talent.
Known for her grace and sportsmanship, Trammell has never shied away from giving credit where it's due. After watching Clark rack up a record-breaking 19 assists against the Wings last July, she couldn't help but tip her hat to the Fever star. That kind of playmaking is rare, and Trammell knows it. Her words of admiration only reinforced how highly coaches around the league regard Clark's ability to elevate her teammates.
Everybody's been watching Caitlin. She's a great player. She's playing at a very high level, especially with her assists. Like, there's a lot of shots she turned down because she was looking for her teammates. I mean, that just speaks volume of how she is as a player. Don't know her as a person, but she's a great player. What she does, what she's been doing this since game 1 till now. Got nothing but respect for her. She did her thing tonight. Just awesome all around.
And then there's Phoenix Mercury head coach Nate Tibbetts, the man who led Diana Taurasi's squad before her retirement. He's had a front row seat to watch Clark in action, and his assessment is simple. Asterisk, asterisk, Caitlin Clark is a walking offensive threat. Asterisk, asterisk, especially when orchestrating the pick and roll. Defenders don't just have to worry about her scoring. They have to account for her vision, passing, and elite ability to read the game.
Her presence coming off pick and roll puts you in a, different situation just because of how far she can shoot it from. And I thought we did a good job for the most part. A couple transition threes, but she really competed on them.
After the Fever swept the Mercury in the regular season, Tibbetts doubled down on his praise, not just for Clark, but also for her backcourt partner, Kelsey Mitchell. It wasn't just about the numbers. It was about how Clark controls the pace of the game, sets up her teammates, and makes every possession a threat to opposing defenders.
He was getting open. Obviously, Caitlin is an unbelievable passer, and Kelsey shot the heck out of it. So I thought Caitlin made good plays looking for Kelsey. I'm not sure how she was getting open, but we'll have to look at that.